Christology is the branch of theology which looks at the role and person of Jesus. Was he God or was he man? Now, it seems in the Gospels we've got three different approaches. It seems that Mark sees Jesus as a man who, at his baptism, was adopted by God and so became Son of God. Luke and Matthew, however, think of Jesus being God from the time of his conception. So God came and he's half from God and half from the Virgin Mary, so he's a sort of demi-god, half man, half God. And John says something quite different. He sees Jesus as being there in the beginning. You remember the very first verse of John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So he's seeing Jesus as being God from the beginning. Now, I want us to think about those three Christologies as we think again about the Garden of Gethsemane. Now, remember, Jesus threw himself to the ground and started praying, and this is what he said. Abba, Father, for you all things are possible. Remove this cup from me, yet not what I want, but what you want. Well, now that makes complete sense if Jesus was a man adopted by God as his son, so still being very human and saying, I don't want to be crucified, but I will do whatever you want me to do. It makes sense if he was a demigod, half man and half God, because still that human side of him is saying, I'm frightened of this, don't let this happen, and also being separate from God the Father. But John's Gospel and thinking of Jesus as being God himself, and the doctrine of the Trinity which the church took on, which says that Jesus and God are one God in three persons, then this isn't God the Father's plan, this is God's plan. So Jesus would be rebelling or asking to be released from his own plan. So it doesn't quite read right. So it seems that this little saying doesn't quite fit in with the doctrine of the Trinity as John proposes and as the church accepted. What do you think?
It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible is